Hi, welcome to LMG Daily. Life means Goforth on the daily. I am Lady MG. This is the place to be if you want to talk about enough is enough. If you also want to discuss about introvert, extrovert, and ambivert. First, I see you in Shalom. I hope all is well with everyone. But I want to speak to you all about enough is enough and knowing when to call it quits. Any type of relationship that you're in, whether it's a significant other, a family member, anybody, knowing when to call it quits, knowing when to save yourself from mental anguish. You have to recognize the signs, you guys, of being bullied or manipulated or verbally abused. You also have to understand that the more that you keep it in, the more that it harms you on the inside. So you have to let these things go, let them out, converse with someone, talk to them about what's going on to spread awareness, because it's getting very serious, and it has gotten very serious in the world to where a lot of people are just going off on individuals. I mean, really, I don't know other than spiritual warfare what to call it, but it is what it is. I'm going to tell you what's up. So, here, we have to realize bullying, somebody using you, mistaking your kindness for weakness, making people your slave just because they'll do something for you. You want to keep asking them to do things for you, and you don't give them no type of reprieve or appreciation. That's wrong. That's wrong. You're using that individual, and you're not really appreciating the help that they're giving you. Also, you have to be careful, because I've noticed upon manipulation, people will twist things. I mean, like you had that little game in school where the teacher would whisper in your ear and tell you something, and then it goes to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. As an individual, as a business person, you have to keep your reputation at a pour. If you really care what they say, it's just certain things. I don't really care what they say, but it's also certain things that reflect upon my well-being, my standards, my business. I do care what they say. I do, because word of mouth travels, and when you live in a small town, it travels faster than you think. It travels at a very fast pace. So not always people are getting it and knowing what you're going through, because they're on the outside looking in. They're not actually inside to know everything that's going on. So when people see me sometimes and they say, hey, how you doing? And I have to snap out of my tunnel vision. My tunnel vision, I've learned, is a safe place for me. Most introvert people are private, reclusive, and they have a safe place internally and externally, whether they stay in the house a lot or they just stay to themselves, mentally. Extrovert people don't mind talking, conversating, doing what they need to do, going out and being about in society, no qualms about anything. Ambivert people, I've come to learn that social media is somewhere that I will speak more freely than I would rather than someone that's in front of me. I'm more open through social media than I am in just the regular society. Social media, you have a camera, you have a microphone, you have gigs, data, you even have the metaverse. But you really are not directly speaking to the physical. You're more so using audio to speak to the mental. They're going to see you physically through their eyes, but they're not going to be able to touch you in the flesh. That's how I end up opening up to social media, because it just became a comfort zone for me, and I realized that I can also utilize therapy this way instead of worrying about sitting in front of somebody who has no clue of what I'm really going through or talking about, but the only thing they can do is just say, okay, come back and see me and talk to me again, and here's your prescription. I feel that it's better to speak upon the topics, the subjects at hand, and what I want to say via social media, because there are a lot of people that are going through what I may be going through, and there are a lot of people that look like me that can understand how we was brought up in our homes. You know, don't don't disrespect your parents, always do what they say. And it had gotten to be at one point when I was growing up, I was like, did y'all just have children to do what you wanted to do? Give me some Kool-Aid, give me something to eat, bring me this, bring me that, bring me this. I said, I feel like a slave. So, but I realized that each generation was different when I came to talk to my grandmother. When I came to talk to my grandmother about what was happening, she said, that's the norm. She said, think about having to walk to school for miles, think about having to, do a full day's work and still have to go out and do what you need to do. So, most likely, right now, that bell that you just heard is the doorbell. Most likely, that's my elderly father, who also I'm speaking of, as well as my son, that's been causing me the mental anguish, And right now, he has the key to get in the door, but he wants me to get up and come to the door to see what he needs, what he wants. But he has a key to come on in. So, y'all beware. Just beware. And know when enough is enough. Love yourself enough to say enough is enough with any situation that's causing you harm, pain, mental anguish, or anything. This is LMG Daily. Peace.